Hello, my friends. Today we are going to continue our series of this week, which is called Crazy Coffee Party in the Maze, where while drawing, we learn how to think differently. And today is day 2. All the rules, all guidelines and framework, I was talking about it in my previous video, first video, somewhere here. But briefly, all this week, we are gathering in mornings for 15 minutes of creative sketching. The project is suitable for everyone who would like to draw, who would like to develop some creativity in themselves, for every age group, for every level of skills, even if you're a beginner and if you're adult person who think that you are not creative. This event is super suitable for you. Don't worry, experienced artists will not have any advantage. So you're welcome. For experienced artists, maybe you will prove that I'm wrong. We will see. All the week we are drawing from photo references. You can find them in my online sketch club in the Telegram chat, which is the link is in the description. You can easily find it. All references are united with the same topic. It is coffee drinking, tea party, something around this process. And for every day practice, I give you an artsy, foxy trick, which is trying to change the standard way of thinking. And I hope that these tricks will help you to draw in an unusual, expressive, strange way and to grab attention from your viewers. All videos from this project are collected in the playlist here. If you have any questions to this part of stream, you can ask your questions in the chat. Today, coffee is already gone. So just water. Happy for what we have. Pure clear water is already good. But before we start, I would like to show you something. On Saturday, I hosted a silent live stream for drawing together. And as it was International Women's Day, I decided to draw a portrait of Frida Kahlo, very famous, popular, and very original painter. And I can show you what portraits I got on Sunday. It was 1 hour of practice, so I managed to draw 2 portraits. This one is the first, and the second. No, to be honest, it was the first, but not important here. What I would like to tell you that I remember that several years ago, I already tried to draw Frida Kahlo in other portraits, and I would like to show you them for, as an illustration how unpredictable the way of artist, me, could change, how different things could influence your work, and how you try that style, another style, you can balance between, maybe not balance, but you can run from, I don't know how to explain it. You can run from one direction into another, and finally you become much more closer to your personality. And I will show you, and I will continue. This portrait, I had drawn 5 years ago, and at that time I was I was fond of fashion illustration, fashion portraits. So I like these very beautiful, tender portraits. And then in a year, when I tried the project 100 days of art, I have drawn another interpretation of Frida Kahlo. No, you see that it is completely different. It was illustration for a scarf. No, not a scarf. It is like a shawl, maybe. It is not a handkerchief. I forgot this word. It is, for a sort of apparel. So it was a completely different style. And could you imagine that it was the same artist? And now I will show you again my Sandys portrait. This one. Could you imagine that all these three? I will put all these three portraits in my online Telegram chat, so you can explore them and observe if one can draw that differently. I show it for you, not to to say how I can perfectly draw. No, I would like to illustrate the idea how you can change during your creative way, let's say. So, and finally, this final one is much more closer to my inner personality. So I suppose that sometimes it is not necessary to have. Sometimes, if you have a good teacher or tutor, you can come to this truth much more quicker. So I'm sharing with you to give you an opportunity to shorten your way if you want to. And now I feel that I'm much more closer to my real personality, and I can express it in my works. And think about it. Write in comments, write in chat if you had such an experience. I mean that at the beginning, when you are learning to do something, it is not about drawing, it is about everything. When you're learning something what you like very much and you try different things, you're learning different styles, maybe different approaches, and you are not yourself. You're just copying different artists, different styles, and so on. But on the way of your development, you feel that it is not me, it is not me, it is not me. And finally, step by step, maybe in different cases it is different, but sometimes you realize that here, this is me. And that is an amazing feeling. And I hope all of you will feel something like that. Write in comments if you had such an experience of learning path. Tell me how it was. And if you would like to discuss it, this topic in details, write in comments, and maybe one of upcoming streams will be about this topic. But returning to our today's things to do. Today we are continuing to break traditional approach to sketching. And by the way, what do you think? Why we need to draw cool sketches and reformat our brains? Why we need to express our uniqueness? And why this needed thing for viewers and for artists? Write your suggestions in the chat. I will give you a minute. Just even if you're watching in the record, press a pause and think about it. Why exactly we need to be different in our art? I think that we need this uniqueness and authenticity. I'm not talking about AI. Everyone is talking about AI. You know about it already. But we need to be, as an artist and as a creative people, as a people with personality, we needed to be visible. We needed to attract like-minded people with a similar energy. You know, in arts, energy is the crucial thing, and not oh, in life, not only in arts. It's the way how to find your tribe. And I'm a complete believer that people, even here on YouTube, they watch YouTubers, not because of information. Sometimes yes, but when you have this feeling that I like this YouTube, it's because we are magneted by his or her energy, and we want to immerse ourselves in that type of vibe. So with art, it is completely the same. And this your sketches are the marker. It is something, you know. It is not the idea. It is something material which can be a magnet for people with a similar energy. And I'm convinced in the value of this author approach. And I always tell about creativity from this position in my tutorials and in my workshops, streams, and so on. So I will tell you we're closer to the practice. I will tell you our today's reference. And it looks, in comparison with yesterday's one, it looks much more similar. That's why our foxy trick will be especially shocking and blow-minded. We are going to really to change our perspective for this reference today. Our main character will not be the girl and the table with dishes. The main character today is this wallpaper with a pattern. Could you even imagine that wallpaper could be the main character? Write in the chat or in the comments, what do you think? Have you ever come to this idea? No, it is interesting. Maybe yes. Maybe you are much more this provocative person. I don't know. We will see. To be honest, maybe yes, because this type of people are attracted to my channel. I hope. So I will provide you some suggestions how you can make the wallpaper a main character if you don't know what does it mean, how we can lead the view of a viewer. For example, yesterday on my first stream of the series, I told you that we can make the girl and we can make the girl smaller. And here it is not only a girl and the table smaller, and they will take much less place on the whole list and give much more attention to the wallpaper, just because they take much more place here. It was the first option how we can do it. The second, we can change the color from the background to the more bright and vivid, because here it is like really background wallpaper. It is not main thing, but we can change. We can, of course, we can change the color of the girl's dress or jumper. What is it? Because we need that contrast. We want to move the focus point from this girl to the background. It was the second one, bright background. The third one, the third option is to increase the size of the pattern. It is flowers, something like that. We can do it much more, we can draw it much more active, big flowers, bright colors, something like that. One fourth option. No, we can imagine a lot of different options how to control the viewer's focus. Fourth option is just completely to change the pattern. So flowers, maybe they are not that impressive. Maybe we can do stripes, we can do circles or dots, something like very, active. You can choose one from my options. You can use them all together. You can combine them differently, and even you can invent your own method how to attract attention to the wallpapers. So just choose your way how to do it, and our practice are going to start. I will set a timer. 15 minutes. Everything is true here. And we are going to draw. And after this 15-minute session, we will have a couple of minutes to discuss what finally we have got, and I can answer your questions if you have some of them. the time is off. So we are all ready to finish our today's session, but not yet. I will show you my first day sketch. Write in comments, how do you feel about your today's experience? What thoughts have you got, or what impressions came to you? What new things have you found out? And maybe some unexpected ideas which came to your mind. All your works, all your sketches from this stream. Show it once again. The main thing, it is not necessary that you will like your today's work. What we are doing, it is a hard work. It is something unusual, what maybe some of you never have done, even close to it. So it is completely normal not to be satisfied with your result. But we are now in the process of learning complicated things. So just be patient and passionate. So don't worry if you don't like it. It's the normal part of a process. But I actually like what I've got, especially when I decided to reduce all flowers on the kettles. So finally, I'm satisfied with my work. And I suppose that this trick is working perfectly. So don't worry, just practice. And I would like to see your works or your sketches from today's live stream. You can share it with me in my Telegram channel. The link is in the description. I will make a post so you can upload your entries. And add a couple of words about you. Who are you? What is your name? Where are you from? And a couple of thoughts from today's practice. I'm very interested in your experience. Thank you so much for spending this time and this live stream with me, for your supporting of my projects, my educational projects. And I will see you tomorrow in our next third live stream, Crazy Coffee Party in the Maze, 10 a.m. Central European Time. So thank you very much and see you there. Bye-bye.